Hello everyone and welcome back to WolfQuest, where we are here with the Wayfinders pack at the Sandy Stump Den, and we are about to claim this, but I just wanted to take a look around the valley a little bit in springtime because I really like how we have the option to play generationally here and have like the whole pack is still hanging around. Apparently bison are hanging around too. I hope they leave by springtime. But yeah, like this place has really become our home, this little valley. Our rendezvous site is often up on that hill there, and of course our den is right over here, and I just think it's neat to be able to come back to this place and claim it once again for another year, so we will do that. It is an open den, we're aware of that. We did actually just see an eagle go flying by, but we will claim this as our den, and of course, as we've always called it, we'll go ahead and name it Sandy Stump. And let's go ahead and meet our next litter. Oh wait, we have to choose age perks first. Wow, age 5 already. Feels like time is going very, very fast here. Oh, and we've got new perks to choose from. Okay, so we can't choose the speed perk anymore. That's fine, that's understandable. We did have territorial might. We had youthful prowess. There's also good memory. I am a little bit curious how this one works nowadays, because that one, we've never really chosen it in the past, but it might be kind of interesting to see how useful the scent posts are. I don't know, we'll think about it. I think we'll hold off on good memory this year. I do want to try it at some point, but I think the perks we'll take this time around will be strength, stamina, and territorial might, because I really liked having this last year. I feel like we're okay without youthful prowess, but I do notice that I often complain about Aden's low stamina in fights. So I think we'll try and give him a stamina boost this year and just see what happens, see how that goes. And of course, strength. Given all the aggression he's been showing towards stranger wolves, I think he'd be loath to let go of that one until the game won't let him take it anymore, which I believe is actually going to be the next year here. But with our perks picked, we'll go ahead, we will advance to age 5 and meet our next litter. Oh, we actually only have 4 pups this time. Interesting. I didn't know that was possible with because I think we aren't Aden and Raven 4 stars? I'll have to check that. Maybe they're only 3. But okay, a little bit of a smaller litter this time. That's all right. Raven is here from the den. It looks like everybody is howling in welcome. Oh, are these guys a 4-star pair? Huh, I guess there is a chance of that. Maybe it's just the illness off. I don't actually know what that, if it's a fixed rate or if it's a lower scale, so I suppose that is possible as well. But in any case, hello little ones. We won't be naming them just yet as per the usual. We'll be giving them their names at the end of, or not the end of Young Hunters, after their first hunt in Young Hunters. But for now, we get to watch and see what their personalities are. And I really do like how we've been able to do that now, because I feel like we have a much better feel for all of our pups' personalities. They stand out so much more now, and that's just so fun, because like you can tell a little bit from this age, but I really feel like you start to see their personality more as they go into growing pups and young hunters, and that's exciting to see. It really helps you connect with them a lot more, I find. This place is so pretty in the springtime, but it looks like everybody has, goodness, plenty of food. I think we're at a point where the difficulty is going to be less keeping the pups fed and more keeping our pack fed. And the territory's actually okay. Oh, you unclaimed some of this, I guess. Must not have kept it reinforced through the winter. But yeah, I think we'll go and look for some food here, because I think we're going to probably stop being able to really rely on saved carcasses much, considering we have, I think, 9 wolves now. We've got Aden Raven is 2. We have 4 yearlings from our previous year's Young Hunters, and 3 subordinate adults. That's right, Blackberry, Seneca, and Aretha are all age 2 now. So they are proper subordinates and not just yearlings. goodness, this is a lot of wolves. Like, it's very fun to see, but it's also very chaotic. So let's rally up the group, see who will come with us. It seems like quite a few, especially the younger ones, but Raven's in there playing with them too, are interested in heading out with us. So we'll see who all wants to come along and see if we can track down an elk herd. And as luck would have it, it smells like there's one right here. Oh, here we are. All right. We've got quite a few wolves with us. I think we have, is this 6 or 7 wolves? In any case, more than enough to scare the herd. I think we had Raven and Aretha who stayed home, and everybody else came with. So I think we've got 7 with us now, and that's gonna be the challenge here. Is we have a lot of mouths to feed, and not even just our pups. I think we're gonna probably have to be doing daily hunts now just to make sure that our pack mates stay pretty full on food. Because if everybody starts getting too hungry, then we're gonna have to do multiple hunts at once, and that's when things can start to go poorly. So fortunately, I have a feeling hunting is not gonna be too difficult with everyone here. We probably could go after a grown elk here, even just running, but I will wait to see if anybody slips, because very often you have some weaker elk at this time of year. They've just weathered the winter. They're not feeling the best from having lost all of that grass. They need some time to recover, but in that time, that does leave a very open door for us to be able to sneak in and grab an easy meal. And look at that, Meadow is helping us out here. Surprisingly, Kenai is not running in just yet, but between everybody, we are actually doing a pretty good job of taking down this elk. Her health really drained very quickly. She's not actually gotten the chance to stand up. I kind of almost feel bad, but you know what? We're wolves. We gotta eat. This is the way of nature, and as I often say, nature ain't nice. There we go. That is a successful hunt, and our pack should eat for the day. And here we are back. The pups have actually made it quite far from the den. Some of them have wandered off a little bit, despite still being a bit unsteady on their feet here. Let's make sure we bring them back. I also didn't really look at their colors. It looks like we have 3 females and 1 male this time around. I think 30F is gray, and the others look like they're probably black coats. Not 100% sure about all of them, but very likely. Also, I did notice that 31M may be a runt. I'm not as convinced of that as I have been previously. I'm pretty sure that Aretha actually is a runt, but he might be. Yeah, that's our only male, isn't it? Yes, that is. Okay. He might be a runt. We will see. In any case, he's a little bit smaller than his siblings. Oh, Blackberry. I love Blackberry's white tummy. It's just so cute. I don't know why that gets me, but him just rolling over and having that light undersides that stands out so much is really cute. But like, look at the pack and how all these guys are subtly different. We have some similar coats, but between everyone, I think everyone actually has a distinct coat here, and I love that. I love the variety. I love how this feels like you can definitely see some of the commonalities. Like these feel like wolves from the same ancestors. Obviously, Aden and Raven are the parents of all of them. Oh, and there goes a hare, and some of them are off after it. But at the same time, like, they're all unique. None of them look exactly the same. And that's just so cool. I think that it's really neat to see the way that the pack is now able to grow, and how it carries on into future generations. What are you two doing over there? Did you lose that argument with your sister? She's still doing confident tales, so I think Huckleberry did not emerge victorious from that one. Another day is here. It looks like some of the I think it's the yearlings are actually still able to feed the pups, but the rest are pretty hungry. And the main thing here is to make sure that the same wolves aren't staying home all of the time. So that would be Raven and Aretha, both who are in this party. It looks like Meadow and Seneca are the ones who will be staying home today. Meadow is... Hey, ma'am, why are you in there? You're gonna make the flea load go up. You're too big for that den now. Oh, what a goofer. All right, let's see if we can head out. We probably have some territory that, yeah, it's starting to decay here a little bit. So we'll see if we can find some food while we market. Make sure that we both get something to eat and keep the territory up, because if you look at our map here, you can see it that Buffalo Plateau does in fact have a home hex. So they are back in action. We know that their numbers are not high because they keep attacking us, and that keeps ending poorly for them, but that does not mean that they probably still will try. They probably will still try to come after us. Interestingly enough, I think that Coyote Creek is probably the biggest threat to us currently, because if we look at them, you can see they don't have any wolves that are marked as dead. Not that we've met, at least. So all things considered, because I think these guys both just have 3 adult wolves right now. 809M is also quite old, up to age 7 already. And these guys are not all that young either. The 1217 is the same age as Aden, and his mate is a year older. But even though those are small packs, I think they're probably likely to still come after us. And while Coyote Creek may be farther away, we have seen them show up for a raid before, so it is not out of the question that they will decide to intrude as well. This is also a minor detail, but I think it's a really neat one. If you look at our offspring, you can see that they are all slightly darker color, but Raven is a much brighter yellow, so you can easily identify your mate amongst your subordinates as well, which is really neat. I think that's a cool little detail here. Oh, what? Who is this? I have no idea what wolf that is, but that's a little ominous. This isn't our territory, and while it's certainly not unusual for us to have dead wolves in our territory because of all of the invading packs that keep meeting their fate here, that wasn't one of them. I don't know who that was, if that was anyone that we knew. 1609M is still around. I did sense some dispersals earlier, but I don't think we ever met them. Oof, the river at this time of year is fast and dangerous. It's gonna be difficult to cross. Hopefully everybody else catches up with us. It looks like they are making it to the other side. Hey, Blackberry. But goodness, if we thought it was bad in other seasons, now is almost definitely worse. Well, there is an elk herd here, but we gotta be careful because this is right on the edge of Buffalo Plateau territory, so we need them to run into our own a little bit further. Careful, Kenai. I think this should do it, though. Yeah, we're on the edge, but we're not in their territory, so hey, no harm, no foul. I think we'll see if we can bring this one down. Yeah, she is pretty hurt, and hopefully if we can stop her, she won't go in the river. Yep, just in the nick of time. We should be able to get a bite here. Whoa, she kicked us off right away. But it does not matter because we have enough pack mates to make up the difference. It looks like the rest of the herd stopped in the river, so this was a good catch, and this will be our food for the day. With a pack of this size, you can see that we are actually plowing through about half a carcass in one go. I want a bit of a bigger chunk than that. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna have as much ability to rely on carcasses left around the map. This one had quite a bit left over because we didn't actually get to eat that much of it, that we are still pretty full from the beginning of the year. We must have been hunting well over this early springtime. But going forward, we're going to be hungrier and hungrier, I think, and it's going to be a little bit more challenging to keep up with that food intake, because there's no telling if something else will come along and graze on that carcass while we're gone, and if they do, then even if some of it is left over, it's not going to be enough to feed everybody. It's also especially fun to play with the pups when you have everyone here, because if we run around, we start play bowing to the wolves over here. I love this bouncy play bow. Pretty soon, you can get a lot of the pack in on the chase. and then it just becomes absolute pandemonium, and it is so fun. Like, look at this! Oh my goodness, we've got the whole pack running around. Oh, Cascade and Kenai are chasing each other. Huckleberry's chasing Cascade. Look at this! Oh, I'm so glad that they allowed us to do this, because this is just such a fun feature. Like, it really makes playing with the pups a lot more entertaining than before. Like, it's always been fun to interact with them, but it's just, I don't know, it's that extra special ability to just goof around and see everybody else go running off with you. It's great. Ooh, it's earlier than I thought it would be, but I think you guys are right. It's time for another hunt. Perhaps we should see how our territory is doing. It's actually doing all right. There's a few areas off to the east here, I think, kind of in the northeast, that could use a little reinforcing, but for the most part, it's not too bad. How many wolves stayed home? Okay, just Cascade and Huckleberry, which is fine. They have higher food already anyway, so I think we'll be all right. Let's see if we can find a herd and mark some territory on the way. Here's an elk herd by the look of it. We actually caught them as they're on the run. I don't know what they're running from. It might have been maybe the cougar that we just passed, but that's a good thing because I was worried a lot of them had gone to the other side of the river, and that's always a pain to deal with. Now all we have to do is wait for one of them to fall, or I guess if Seneca thinks that this one's worth going after, maybe we should try and see? Are you weak? Let's find out. Let's take a bite. Oh, not the rock heap. Okay, yeah, let's continue going after this one because, oh gosh, I think we have less chance of getting trampled if we can pull her to the back of the herd here. Oh, somebody else has fallen. I think we're already locked in on this one though. If we can pull her away from the rocks and the rest of the herd frantically running, that would be ideal because that's kind of a scary spot for a hunt. Okay, Seneca and Blackberry are still on her. It looks like Kenai's trying to help out, and so is Raven. There we go. We got her to a stop. That was a little bit dodgy for a bit there, but we are good. We got her. And we should be able to finish her off pretty quickly here. There we go. Another elk down. And we've made it back. It's definitely nice having so many wolves to help pups it, because you really never have to worry about having having wolves stay back at the den here, because there's pretty much always someone to do that. It's a lot easier now that we have so many wolves, and the yearlings don't seem to mind too much being left back to keep an eye on things. The main thing is going to be just making sure that we're not leaving the same two back each time. So this time it was Cascade and Huckleberry, I believe, and that as long as we keep them rotating out, everybody should still have enough to eat. But I think things are going okay. The territory up here is going to start to decay a little bit, so we'll probably have to mark that the next day, but I think, honestly, for now, we can just take it easy. We're finishing days in record time, and I'm a little bit not sure what to make of that. Things feel very simple at the present, and I don't know if they will necessarily stay that way. But for now, I guess we'll let the pack chill out and get some rest here. Oh, that's not good. I was just gonna go get a drink of water. Okay, Aretha's on its tail. Yeah, no way is that cougar getting anywhere near her pups with Aretha around. But, yeah, wow, okay, so I guess the predators have found us after all. We gotta be kind of careful when leaving. But yeah, again, predators are not as challenging now. There's a lot to be said for having the older pups running around the den, although a bunch of them followed me down to the water to see what I was doing. I just wanted a drink, y'all. Nothing too special just yet. Oh, no. I just got up to feed the pups. I was planning on sleeping the rest of the night here, but that's not good. It seems our first challenge has reached us indeed. Especially knowing that predators may now be lurking. Oh, I know, Raven. It's alright. She's definitely concerned, I think, and feeling snappy. I can't imagine she's too fond of this illness, given that Aden and Raven did lose 2 of their first litter to illness way back when Anniversary Edition first released and Slough Creek came out. So it's certainly not their first tangle with illness. And while we now have the ability to turn off lethal illness, which I've done because I don't like lethal illness, I don't find it to be a fun mechanic for me, they wouldn't know that. All they know is that it makes their pups sick and weak and vulnerable to predators, and in the past it has killed. So I think that they would be very uneasy of it regardless, even though we know out of the world that the pups can actually die. Well, that's no good. I was just gonna go see if we could go out and eat, but it looks like we are having some problems over here. So I guess we'd be best off resolving them. Uh-oh, do we have 3 wolves staying back? We do. I think we probably want somebody else to come with us. None of them stayed back previously, but nevertheless, if we're up against a hex invasion, we're gonna want all the help we can get. That said, I heavily suspect that this is Carpenter Lake, and we know that pack is pretty weak at present, and in fact, if they continue to bother us, they may not be around for much longer. We put an end to Cottonwood Creek a while ago, and if they don't cut it out, they're gonna meet the same fate. What a dark and stormy night it is out here. That sets a very ominous atmosphere for this fight. We'll have to see if we can find somebody to hunt after this too, but man, this is quite the storm. Look at all this lightning. Look at this all, wow. I do love the ambience in this game, but I have to admit this is a slight bit unsettling, given the circumstances, to be running around through the dark along the cliffs with only the lightning to guide our path. It's very haunting. It's a very, very nerve-wracking atmosphere to go out to this fight in. There's also a moose right there that we should probably avoid if we can at all help it. Alright, I think these guys are pretty close. Oh, they're actually in this hex over here. I thought they were in the other one, but maybe they're bouncing between them. In any case, whatever they're doing, they're not going to be able to do for very much longer. I smell them now. Alright. Which one of you heckers is here? Oh, you thought you were gonna flee into the river. That's a good idea given the circumstances, although the river has claimed many wolves in this territory. You better get out of here. I think they thought they could try to escape. Is this both pack leaders? I think it is. Oh yeah, this is the one that we realized was quite old. They must have left the 3rd member back to watch the pups, which does make sense. Oh boy. Escaping into the flooded river. That might be your last chance. What about you? You better get out of here as well. Yeah, I thought so. I thought you didn't want to stick around to fight. Well, let them go this time, because if there's only 2, that's not a whole lot of threat to us, but if they show their faces again, especially if they stay within biting range long enough, I think Aden is seriously considering removing this pack from the map as well. It looks like we've got an elk herd here on the hill, which is pretty fortunate because they were downwind of us, so we would not have been able to scent them. Oh, have you broken run? Oh, it looks like all of them have. Alright, which one of you is gonna fall behind? Oh goodness. Well, I opted to bite this one, but she was higher on health than I thought, but maybe she is worth going after, or at least Keen Eye seems to think so. I think we'll do better, though, if we find one that falls. So I'm gonna hold out a little longer and just hope that they don't run. Well, okay, they're not running out of the territory. They're running still in the approximate direction of the den. We should be fine. Oh, you've gone down. Nope, stay down. Alright, oh, she's not down. but I may still be able to get a good neck bite. Nope, not quite fast enough. Maybe it would have been better to just go for the other one, but honestly, we are damaging her quite a lot here, so I think we'll be fine. Aretha's running in to get a good attack, and so is Blackberry. Looks like Cascade is also... oh, she stopped. Cascade is also rushing in, and there's Seneca. Cascade again. We should be able to handle this just fine. It looks like Huckleberry has joined us. Yeah, between all of them, they should do just fine. Very nice work, everyone. Good hunt. You guys always do good. I think our pack has really very much learned how to hunt well together, and it's neat to see. They're a very coordinated team most of the time. Even if we have a few reckless members. It's okay, Kenai. Aretha was much like you at your age. But Aretha does seem to have rounded out a little bit. She's still very feisty, but I don't think she's quite as reckless as she used to be, even if she was ready to verse off with a cougar solo. In fairness, it was running. She did intimidate it. It did take off and run away. And with that, we've made it back. Unfortunately, I think it's 229 here, who is, or 2229. Who is sick. She's not recovered yet, but hopefully she will soon. We're just gonna have to keep an eye on her and make sure she stays fed and cared for and well out of the reach of predators, because while her illness may not be able to kill her directly, it can certainly... Ma'am? Could you not? It can certainly still leave her more vulnerable than her siblings. Girl... I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. You put your ears back. Yeah, you put those ears back. You stop giving me sass. That's right. I'm not surprised. Cascade is a feisty one. Oh, I guess she wanted the food. That maybe was what she was after. No one was stopping you from taking that. Oh my goodness, why are you all the way up here, pup? I'm a little nervous having her so far away from the den, but what I was saying is that while she may not be directly vulnerable to illness, we still need to keep her safe from predators and such that may see her in her weakened state and decide she's a particularly easy snack to grab. That could still be very, very bad. But that's something we're going to have to worry about in the next episode, because it is getting to be about time to wrap up here for the day. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay. Over and out.